I haven't played Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue in years, and I was not ready for what Retro Achievements did to it. Today I'll be mastering all achievements in Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the Rescue using Retro Achievements, the site that adds modern achievement support to your favorite retro games. Let's get into it. This set has 90 achievements, focusing on collection for each level, specific challenge, and boss challenges as well. On paper, this is the hardest set I've done so far, but we'll see as we go. The story loosely follows the movie's plot, which I'm not going to talk about here, so let's get into the game. The first level is Andy's house. Each level has 5 planet tokens that you get from level specific missions. Getting all 5 in a level nets me an achievement. There's other challenges to do, but we'll get to them as they come up. The first token I got was for racing the RC car in the garage. You can use Buzz to body block him and slow him down. Moving on, I moved to the basement. There's this sheep on a shelf that you need to do a long platforming section to get. If you jump off the stairs here, you can just barely reach the ledge and grab the sheep, getting the first achievement. There are a ton of these achievements, and I will say they are the highlight of the set. Just make sure you're doing these specific challenges first, as a lot of them are missable. Another challenge is to get the planet token in this room before getting the cosmic shield from Potato Head. Again, you can damage boost to get to a big platform in the middle and climb up normally. This one's pretty straightforward. The next token is for giving 50 coins to Ham. Ham is in each level, and there's also an achievement for collecting a certain amount of coins in each level. If you ever need coins, be sure to make sure you kill every enemy. They drop coins as well. The next achievement I tackled was getting the sheep without using a chair. If you climb up the plank to the boss, jump to the railing and off the side, you will land on a plank. From here it's a bit tricky to get the right timing for the jump. What I did was get a running start, jump a few seconds ahead, got as much distance, then hit the second double jump. Just keep trying and you'll eventually get it. This area contains a piece of Mr. Potato Head as well, which will award me with the cosmic shield and a power up. He pops up occasionally in certain levels to unlock more power ups. I hit up to the attic to get the remaining coins for the achievement. Then I took on the boss of this level. The robot just chases me around a few times before needing a reset, allowing me to shoot at him. The secondary achievement requires me to beat him damageless using the uncharged laser and not missing a single shot. Somehow I screwed up, I missed a shot, so I just beat him for the token. I went to go get the last life in the garage for an achievement. Then after grabbing the token from Bo Peep, I got the achievement for all tokens in this level. I reset the level and fought the boss again and beat him for his secondary achievement. The next level is Andy's neighborhood. The first token I got here was in the pool. There's an achievement to grab the token without inflating the duck on the ground. I actually wasn't recording the jump I did, but basically you will swing on these poles and jump off. The second one, then double jump after you have a bit of height. Next token I got was for racing RC again, but this one's harder and has a challenge achievement. We have to win without using the rocket boots, which we won't get anyways until later on. Again, body block and spin him and avoid running into the cement and you should be fine. I hit up the big tree and gave Ham the coin for a token and climbed this annoying ass tree to the boss. His secondary achievement is to beat him spinless and damageless. I'm gonna be honest, I never spin this thing before. Grab the green super laser near the beginning and hit him with a lock on shot. It'll take 3 hits and that's it. I got the achievement for getting all lives in the level off camera. And while attempting the challenge achievement, I grabbed the last coin for an achievement as well. I returned to the beginning to drop off these army dudes for the last token and achievements for collecting all tokens on that level and collecting 10 in total. Now for the first official boss of the game. The bomber airplane flies around and glides down, shooting in front of him. For these type of bosses, they have 2 special achievements. The first one requires me to use the uncharged laser and not jump, and the second one wants me to do it without aiming. I'm gonna be honest again, just stay in one general area and move around when he gets close, then shoot. I got the achievements for beating the fight normally and 2 challenge achievements all at the same time. Construction yard was up next, and some of these challenges here were a bit annoying. First token I got was for this paint mixing puzzle. There's a secondary challenge for doing only the required amount of mixing, so I hope you know your colors. Then I had to collect these wrenches for Slinky, but had to do it within 25 seconds or more. Just make sure you are jumping a lot to not waste time in the quicksand. The worst achievement by far in this level goes to this challenge achievement, where I have to climb this tower all the way to the top without taking damage, using the bulldozer to get over to it, or using any shortcuts to get back up. Be careful of these hot screws as they can cause damage and can catch you off guard like they did to me. However, I found that this didn't void the achievement later on, so I guess the game gave me a pass. Because I need the next upgrade from Potato Head for the upcoming boss, I fell back down after getting a missing piece. I detoured the ham first to trade coins for a token, then got the disc launcher for an achievement too. I climbed back up and got that challenge achievement, and to fight the mini boss, the jackhammer. The secondary achievement requires me to do him damageless, but it's tricky as you have to get in a bit close to damage him with the disc. But the risk of getting hit by the hot screws is higher. After getting sniped from across the map and taking damage, I decided to just beat him and get the token for now. I jumped back down to deliver the missing tykes for the last token and an achievement. Jumping off the tower on top of the bulldozer, there's a life there, and jumping off the edge here on the boss area lands you on top of a green trailer for more coins and the last life, getting an achievement. Then after 30 more minutes of searching, I found 70 coins for the coin achievement. Alleys and Gullies is the first level that will require some backtracking, as I'll need the grappling hook to get up to the roof. The first achievement I got was for getting to the duck on the other side of the water without using the middle platform or the rocket boots. It takes a bit of maneuvering with these moving platforms, but it's pretty easy. Next we got another slinky challenge that requires me to beat it within 16 seconds or more to spare. Just don't fall in the water, that's all I can say. Moving further along, there's a challenge achievement for getting a token here without activating the balloon switch. What I did was get on top of the wooden platform next to the fan and grab the balloon. I jumped off to the first umbrella, then across to the second. Jump back next to the fan and do a delayed double jump so you don't hit the roof. Use the spring to launch up on top of the roof, stomp for more height, and jump off the side to land on top of the token. I grabbed the ham coin token, but then I jumped onto a pole. This actually soft locked me since the game didn't play the animation to show the menu, so I had to exit the level. Just keep this in mind.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Since I did all that I could in this level, I went to the next major boss, the slime monster. The challenges for this boss is for not using the green rapid fire laser, damageless, and reflecting his slime attack 25 times in a row. I decided to just do the first challenge, then come back for the second. This fight can drag on due to the boss regenerating himself and the base laser not doing much damage. Eventually, I pulled it off and got the first challenge achievement and one for beating the boss normally. Now for the second challenge achievement, you can reflect attacks with the spin move. Get within range for him to shoot his slime and not jump around. You can take damage for this, but if you do, it resets the counter. Just focus on timing the reflex. Once you have a good rhythm, it's not too bad, but the thunder flashes can throw you off too. After we clean up that slime, Al's Toy Barn is another backtracking level we play, as we need the hover boots to collect the remaining collectibles here. First, I grab a token on top of a filing cabinet. It took me a minute to figure out how to do this, but there's an achievement for getting the chick on the gumball machine before getting the rocket boots. Here you can start the quest, jump over to the rope and slam to the chick for an easy achievement. I also got the piece of potato head and unlocked the rocket boots and an achievement. In the playground section, there's an achievement for getting through to the very end of the vent shaft without taking any damage. In the hula hoop section, if you push the box in the right corner, the hula hoop won't hit you and you can push it without any issues. Also be careful, there's an enemy in the vent that you can't see, so be prepared. I got more tokens stocked up on disc and challenged the Dino mini boss. For his achievement, I have to beat him damageless and without running out of disc. Of course, I get hit by the slime on the ground, but the boss itself is pretty slow. Just don't spam, as he has iframes that will make you waste ammo. I loaded back in to do another challenge before taking him on. This one required me to get the chicken egg within 32 seconds or more. Run all the way to the end up on the shelf and skip the pole swinging to save some time. Lastly, in the playground section, if you walk back instead of moving forward after the skateboard, there's a life off to the side for all the lives achievements in this level. With that, I took on the dino again and got his challenge achievement finally. Al's Spaceland was next, and the first thing I did was climb up the decorations above to reach the only life token in the level for an achievement. The next achievement I got was for getting this alien here without using the box or passing through the laser section. You can use the lip of the shelf to double jump up to the ledge and reach the little guy. In this section with the UFO race, I had to finish the race without jumping more than 7 times. For whatever reason, double jumping doesn't count, so use that to your advantage. After grabbing the coin token from Ham, I headed into the arcade room and in the ball pit to collect the remaining amount of coins for the coin achievement. I used the claw machine to grab another token and an achievement for 25 tokens. And then I returned the aliens to their mom for the token and took on the mini boss for this level, the Buzz Buggy. For this achievement we have to beat him damageless, and that's fairly simple. Just grab the green laser and run around in a circle to avoid getting hit. You can deflect the missiles he shoots by spinning them. After grabbing the last token, I get the achievement for all tokens on this level. I return to the level once again to get the final challenge achievement. I had to get through the laser section damageless, starting from this platform. So you can use the cosmic shield, but understand that it has a terrible jump height, so when it runs out you need to get on high ground. I decided to just jump off and land on a box, and then from here I just platform across, and treated this area as the floor is lava. If you stay on top you won't get hit. Now for the next main boss, the Mothership. The 2 challenge achievements are beat it using only the uncharged laser damageless and defeat it without shooting. So another boss where I have to do 2 separate attempts. Great. This first attempt I focus on shooting. You have to shoot at the ship to release the pods, deal with the enemies and then return back to the boss. Once all pods are gone, just focus fire, but be careful as the ship closes in pretty fast and can catch you off guard with a laser. For the shootless attempt, you can spin and kill enemies. You can take damage on this, so just focus on not shooting. If you spin then jump, you can do a spin jump to hit the mothership and the smaller ones too. Honestly, I like this way of fighting the boss as it's faster and more fun. Elevator hop is where things start to get tedious, but let's start from the beginning. The first achievement was to reach the little rat at the top while only using one of the electrical swing poles. You can use the first pole to swing and jump back onto the side of that pole, and then platform up from there. I grabbed the Mr. Potato Head foot, unlocking a grappling hook and an achievement. After grappling up to the top, we have another achievement for doing the puzzle game with 2 attempts only. Hit the blue switch, then the green one, and you're good. After grabbing the token, we did the tedious climb to the very top of the elevators. There are a few vents to go in from different challenges, so it's something you gotta deal with. If you happen to fall down to the bottom, the puzzle switch activated a shortcut back up to that room. The first vent room leads to a slide back down while chasing a token. Then I returned to Ham for his token as well. The other vent has the most annoying boss in the entire game, the Spider Gunro. I'm not going to say much on him or his challenge achievement right now, as it was arguably the hardest achievement for me. I just beat him normally for a token and moved on. After returning the rats to their mom, I got the last token for the level and the achievement. I grabbed what seemed to be the last coin on the level for the coin achievement, then reset the climb to the switch room in 2 minutes and 10 seconds or less for an achievement. Just don't waste time grappling targets. Now it's backtracking time. I headed back to alleys and gullies to finish the rest of the level. To get to the boss at the top, we have to do a tedious climb with the grappling hook. Near the top, I grabbed the last duck and the last life for an achievement. I grabbed 99 coins for an achievement and returned the baby ducks to their mom for the last token and achievement. I attempted to clown top boss again since I messed up the first time. The secondary achievement is to beat him damageless and only spinning. Run around in a circle and spin him right as he gets close. Keeping him in your camera view helps as well. Al's Penthouse is one of my favorite levels in the game. I headed into the bathroom first to reach the cannon and a critter for a later token by flooding it. You gotta love cartoon logic. In the living room, there's an achievement for getting a critter across the gap without swinging, very similar to the one in Elevator Hop. You got another achievement for getting the life in the fire pit. Just grab the cosmic shield to protect you. Grab 5 horseshoes for a token. In the kitchen, we destroy another cannon and grab another critter after a platforming section. Then we head into the train room. There's a train track puzzle that will help us get to the token in here, but there's an achievement for getting it without the train. Just climb on a track and jump off to the top. You'll reach it after a few attempts. The last room was a display room. I leaped around for more coins and the last critter for Jesse. I destroyed that annoying ass cannon, then took on the gunslinger, the mini boss of this level. For his achievement, we have to beat him damageless and jumpless. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why you would really need to jump here. Just walk back and sidestep his bullets and fire. I destroyed the final cannon for the achievement before grabbing the token for beating the boss. Before leaving though, I traveled back to do some cleanup. I grabbed the token from Jesse first, then Ham for the last token and achievement. And then I spent the last few minutes searching for one more coin for the achievement. The next major boss is arguably the hardest in the game, mainly in terms of his achievements. We take on the ore farmer himself, Emperor Zurg. His achievements are tough. One is a damageless one, and the other one requires me to beat him in 50 seconds or less. I struggle with this boss normally as it is, so let me talk about the boss fight. Zurg flies around, shoots balls, out of his gun. The yellow balls launch wherever, but it's the green ones that are a problem. They are heat seeking and will return around to hit me. I can spin them like any other projectiles, but with them being off screen, it makes it tough to see where they're coming from. Also, if you get Zurg in a bad spot, he will float over the edge of the elevator, making it hard to hit him. This fight took a lot of attempts, as quite a few things went wrong for me. So what did I do? Basically, if you charge up your spin to the max, you can do a charge spin that will help you hit him frequently enough to damage him. You have to be careful when you charge it, as Buzz will get in a dizzy state afterwards, leaving me open for a hit. You want to be in that dizzy animation while he's getting ready to shoot the green balls so that you have enough time to deflect them. I actually fell off the level, preventing me from grabbing the speedrun achievement, but I did get the damageless one and the achievement for beating him normally. After several more attempts and even a game over, I managed to get the speedrun achievement as well. Airport infiltration was next, and similar to elevator hop, we have to do a lot of climbing. The first achievement I got was for collecting the 5 weights with 28 seconds or more left. I got the first token and continued on. In this broken airplane section, there's an achievement for getting the token at the top without the hover boots. You'll still have to climb it normally until you reach the point where the pickup is. You'll climb on top of it and double jump to reach the ledge to continue on for the token. Just be mindful of the fans, as they can blow you off course. I returned to Ham to grab the coin token, then to Potato Head for the hover boots and an achievement. Now I can use the hover boots to reach the mini boss here, the Prospector. I attempted his secondary achievement but took damage, so I just beat him and grabbed the token. I'll talk more about the achievement in a bit. I used the suitcases to climb up higher for the coin achievement for this level, and the last passenger for the final token and another achievement. I reloaded the level, but before doing the Prospector boss again, I tackled the last challenge achievement. We had to climb to the top of the level and grab the last passenger in 2 minutes and 5 seconds upon entering the level. I kept missing the swinging poles at the very top, but otherwise this is pretty simple if you keep moving forward. Then I took on the Prospector again. For his secondary achievement, we have to beat him laserless, spinless, and damageless. Sheesh, dude is not messing around. The only way to hit him is to stomp. You gotta Goomba stomp this motherfucker. That's pretty much it. Wait to get in close and time your stomps with his shockwave attacks. There's a rhythm to it like Zurg, so just keep trying and you'll eventually get it. Backtrack for the almost last time to Al's Toy Barn. With the hover boots, I was able to get the remaining chick for the last token and achievement. Tarmac Trouble. Great. After looping around the runway for coins and suitcases, we can begin tackling some challenges. First, we run to the middle with this obstacle course. Slinky challenges us to get to the end, but RetroAchievements wants us to do it with 15 seconds or more left on the clock. You can't jump, as Slinky doesn't allow that, so you just gotta make sure you aren't hesitating and you'll be fine. I returned the Ham for the coin token, then attempted the challenge achievement for the extra life. We have to get it without using the airplane. You can use the wheel on this cart to double jump up top. We will need the plane to reach other areas, however, like the mini boss, the blacksmith. His challenge achievement is a damageless one. Basically, he's a slow moving target that slams his hammer and makes a shockwave, similar to the Prospector. However, his projectile tracks you before disappearing. What I did was spin him, since he's immune to lasers, run back a bit, double jump towards him, and repeat. Just make sure you get enough distance to avoid the attack, but close enough to hit him before he does it again. Grab the remaining coins I needed for the coin achievement, and pressed on to collect the remaining suitcases for another token. Now for what will be the worst achievement in this set. This light puzzle requires us to make the right combination to lower the helicopter for a token. Sounds easy, right? Well, on paper sure, but Retro Achievements has other plans. For this puzzle, we have to solve all puzzle combinations. The hell you mean all? So some users on the comment section made an entire spreadsheet for each possible one. Apparently there's 11 combinations, but who the hell knows? I decided to just get the token right now before I hurt my head. I grabbed the last token of the level and the game for achievements. Back to the achievement now. If it's a combination you've already done, you will have to reset the puzzle by hitting the button 3 times. When you get the right one, the helicopter will lower and you can reset and try the next one. Just make sure you make a note of which one you did. This is an example of hardcore mode being a pain in the ass without save states. After about an hour of doing this, yes, I'm serious, I eventually got all combinations and the achievement. I linked the video that I use and a spreadsheet in the description for anyone that needs help with this one. It's kind of tricky to explain. Now for the final showdown. We have a triple boss fight with the prospector, the blacksmith, and the gunslinger in a moving plane. The achievements here require me to beat all 3 damageless and without shooting and dying. On paper this seems hard, but this isn't as bad as it looks. The gunslinger will get to you first and he's the easiest to kill. Just try to isolate him from the other 2 and spin around him in a circle doing damage until he dies. If the prospector is getting too close, just move around and reposition. I actually messed up by beating the prospector first, but I dealt with the gunslinger right after. The blacksmith plays the same way, but be careful as the plane will make it harder to see where his attack is, and it seems to go farther in this fight. I did take damage fighting him, so I reset. The second attempt, I blitzed the hell out the gunslinger and prospector, then took on the blacksmith again. I actually ran into him and took damage, and shot a laser at the same time. Third attempt, I ran into him for a damage, then I locked in and beat him, earning the 2 challenge achievements and the achievement for beating the level. Now that the game is done, we still have 4 more achievements left to grab, including that Heathen Spider Gun Rolls Damages achievement. I found a tactic to help. I came into the fight with the green laser and laid on him, pause, but you don't do enough damage. Rather than slamming my head into the wall, I took a break to do the other achievements. I instead returned to Al's Toy Barn to get the coin achievement. In Construction Yard, I trick shot the Jackhammer boss for the Damages achievement. And back in Andy's neighborhood, we had an achievement for climbing the highest point and jumping off into the pool below. What you have to do is actually climb on top of the tree in order to reach the pool. Climb the branch to the left, then do a back double jump to get on top of the green part and leap to the one with the battery, and jump from there. Now for gun roll again. Like I said, you need the green laser, and when you come into the fight, fire until he gets close. You can fall down and climb up to reset so you can't catch your breath. But know that when you come back up, it's programmed to be near you, so jump away when re-engaging in the fight. Eventually I got him and his achievement, finally mastering Toy Story 2 Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. Like that. This set was a great challenge for me and offered some harder achievements for better or for worse. It being hard doesn't take away from the fact that it's an overall solid achievement. If you guys want to see more retro achievement masteries like this, be sure to drop a like to help push the video to more folks, and subscribe so you don't miss another video in the series. Thanks for sticking with me to the end, and as always, keep it gaming guys. Take care.